Hi, Helen.
Hi,
We
Ellie.
got it working. We're recording. We're on Zoom. Thank you
Yay.
for letting me chat with you.
Oh, this is fun. I appreciate you asking.
You're one of my favorite people. And thank you for your contributions on the Facebook page. And I want the other ladies to meet you and hear a little bit about you. And so, you first came. I met you. How many years ago was it? It was.
Um, Probably going on 6 now.
Yeah, because it was before your first book.
Yes. Well, it was I the book was written, but when you contacted me about how the headshot session went, you said, "So when is it coming out?" And I said, "Well, probably never, because I can't figure out how to get it published." And you were the one that introduced me to Kirsten Jensen at My Word. So
Yeah.
you're responsible.
Well, yay. My Word Publishing, by the way, they're awesome. So for any of you thinking about writing a book, we can hook you up. Helen can hook you up for sure. And since then, it's been 6 books later,
Yeah, yeah. And a
and
seventh, and a seventh getting ready to come out.
and
So
they're fiction,
yes,
and
yes.
they're fabulous. And your name on the book is Helen Starbuck.
Yes, that's my maiden name. And my younger sister, well, I'm divorced, and the legal issues about changing my name back are ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but she told me, she said, if you publish these books under his name, I will personally strangle you. So it was like, okay, then.
So I love your author name, Helen Starbuck. I just think it's super cool. Well, I wanted the ladies to meet you. And so you said you're divorced and you're a writer. And you were telling me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more about your family and, where you're at right now in your life.
Well, we're third generation Colorado natives. Um, I have 2 younger sisters. I have one daughter.
You have one daughter. That's right.
Uh-huh. And my one sister has a daughter, and my other sister has 2 sons. So there are no grandchildren for me yet. My youngest sister has a couple. Um, so that's my family.
Yeah, that's your family. And
Yeah.
um, you actively write in your space every day. And so you're alone a lot. So am I. Tell me what your personality type is, because we talked a little bit about that. And I think every year I get older, I am becoming more introverted and I really need time alone. And you told me you've got a little bit of both sides to you, and I totally understand that. But tell me more about that. You're an introvert, extrovert.
Well, I'm introvert enough that I'm comfortable alone, um, writing and reading and doing stuff around my house. But I also have an extroverted side in that I really enjoy talking to people. So I'm involved in a lot of uh, what I guess you call extroverted activities, book fairs and book launches and my dancing. Um,
Yeah, ballroom dancing.
yes, yes. Um, and well, actually, I used to work in an office, and then I went to part-time work at home, and then eventually full-time work at home before I quit. And I was fussing with one of my friends because I loved working at home, but one of the things I missed was the contact with other people in the office and that social aspect. And she said, "Well, you need to find something to do that gets you out of the house." And she suggested bike riding and hiking, and I was kind of like, that's not really me. So she says, "Well, what about dancing?" And I thought, well, sure, why not?
Yeah.
So I thought, mistakenly, by the way, that ballroom dancing would be the easiest to do because I'm not very physically talented. And I found an Arthur Murray studio up in Boulder, and love the studio, love my teacher. And so I've been doing it about 6 years now.
Yeah. And that's one of the ways you find joy
Uh-huh.
in your
Yeah.
life. And well, gosh, I watched Dancing with the Stars and I'm like, oh my God, that looks really hard. And yeah, Jennifer Grey, her new book, Out of the Corner, Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing, she said it was extremely hard. And so I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit.
Well, I always chuckle because when I watch Dirty Dancing, if you see that scene where Patrick Swayze is telling her, this is my space, that's your
Yeah.
space. You need to, well, I hear things like that all the time. And shoulders back, stand up straight, stomach in, head high. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. And it's been challenging and uh pride inducing, just because I never thought of myself as a dancer. So,
Well, you look like a dancer to me. But
oh,
anywho, well, yeah, and it's a good way to get out of the house because I think we can become so isolated. I mean, I have a tendency to do that. So, and we have to find things to get us out. That's a great idea. Is there anything else that brings you joy that you want to share? Well, maybe the comment you shared about what to share with your younger self, your older self to your younger self.
well, and I've said this to other younger women in particular, whatever it is that is on your bucket list, do it. Don't wait, don't talk yourself out of it, don't put it off, because next week, next month, whatever, things can change radically, either health-wise or socially or job-wise, and you may not be able to do it. And you never know that those opportunities are over until they're over and you can't do anything about it. So I know from experience, having talked myself out of doing a few things, that I look back now and think, oh, wish I'd done that. And when you do something that you really want to do, it stays with you forever. I took a trip by myself to Scotland and joined a very, very small group, like 8 people total, to tour the Highlands. And I'd never gone anywhere by myself. So this was huge. And I had such a good time. It was wonderful. So I think that's what I would tell my younger self. Stop worrying, if that's possible.
Sure.
Stop talking yourself out of things, stop putting things off, just find a way to do it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, very, very helpful. Yeah, because I think we have a tendency to think, oh yeah, we'll always have that opportunity and we'll just put it on the back burner. And there was a quote that I heard that was really good. It's from the movie. Oh, Diane Lane was in it and she had an affair. What was that movie? Unfaithful.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
and it was the French man that she was having an affair with. And he said, this moment is your life. And I thought that was just awesome, that quote. This
Well,
moment.
I have a quote that I've always liked.
Yeah, what's your quote?
It's from Mary Oliver. She's an author, and it says, "What is it you plan to do with your one wild, wonderful life?" And
Yeah.
I think it's a question that we probably all ought to ask and find an answer to. I think, unfortunately, a lot of women, myself included, spend so much time taking care of family and children and, whatever, that we oftentimes don't even think about what it is we want to do.
Mhm.
Um, and if somebody asks you, you just kind of come up blank. So I think that's important to do. Just figure out what it is you want.
Your wild, wonderful life. I love it. Well, I may just have to share a couple of pictures from your session because I love them so much that and you can see that you're living your best life. Like I can see that in these pictures. that you went out and did it, and it's probably a little bit scary. But here's your chosen images. Love that one. All of these are so good. Yeah, and look, yeah, look at your makeup. Looks so beautiful.
I
Everything
know.
looks.
That's the one I just love.
That's it. Look at your hair. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Love it. Well, I'm happy for you that you did this and that you're sharing with us. And I can't wait for the ladies to meet you. And we're going to have fun at the exhibit and we're going to fly our freak flag. And so I will let you go. I'm going to hit stop on the recording and then I'll come right back to you.
Okay.
Okay.